Hello, friends and family from around the world. This is Mike with Daily Events Worldwide, and we are on May 13th, 2022. Welcome to another surviving day on the planet, Friday the 13th. Welcome to the Daily Do, giving you your space weather update, earthquakes, volcanoes, and as well world weather. Starting out here, looking at our sun, 304 angstroms. Large plasma filament taking off from the southeast region. Looking at the last 48 hours incoming. Two major cresting sunspots, and they have been active over the past couple weeks with a lot of backside flaring and CMEs. Looking at outgoing regions here, this is where that plasma filament took off. One before the M class and one after the M class, all connected. Right there. Wow. That thing, you could stand about 20 Earths on top of each other to reach that height. Another closer look at that plasma filament eruption, thanks to Solar Dynamics Observatory. And as well, what we have to deal with over the next little bit. Sunspot regions, CMEs, solar flares, all space of weather effects incoming. Stay tuned to Daily Events Worldwide, posting these daily updates. Having a look at multi-spectrum here, all of the events, that large pulse coming from the southeast region there, is that M-class solar flare, boom. And then we've had many C-class flares since then, and as well CMEs. Coronal hole in complete Earth-facing position right now. But more of a northward region, so may not see that much of an increase in solar winds. Having a look here at LASCO 2, and I'm showing here this is the last 7 days for activity on our star, our sun. And there's been many solar flares, X flares, M flares, dozens of C flares, CMEs ripping away. And just over the past 4 days, we've seen it amplify. So heads up, everybody. Stay aware and prepared. Space weather does affect us all. It's all connected to our planet, to our hearts and our minds. Stay aware, prepared, stay young and have fun. Stay in love. Having a look here at the ISWA Space Prediction Spiral, showing that large M-class solar flare taking off in an outgoing position. That was straight at Venus, and as well the Parker Solar Probe. Solar X-ray flux remains in B class right now, after being elevated and spiking to C and M yesterday. Geomagnetic activity slightly elevated. Real-time solar wind, we're sitting at about 340 kilometers per second. Strongest solar wind today was 372. But we are expecting some space weather to come in right now. Schumann resonance, power of 3253. So amplitude of 53, quality 9.2, and a power of 28. Let's have a look at earthquakes here the last 24 hours. And it may not look very busy right now, but there are still 260 earthquakes across the USGS map. One just recently, a 4.1 in the North Pole. As well, northern Canada, Silhouette, Canada, 5 kilometer depth, 4.1 rocking northern Quebec. As well, a 4.1 here reported off the coast of Oregon early this morning, 10 kilometer depth. Minor activity across California. Largest through the region was a 3.5 here in Palomar Observatory, California. As well, northward here, 3.2 in Ridgecrest. Small swarms are kind of developing here through Mexico California, and as well Puerto Rico. Now look at this earthquake here, 4.3, Upper Hell's Gate, Bonaire. Upper Hell's Gate, are you kidding me? 105 kilometers depth, 4.3, east of Puerto Rico, and there's a small swarm on the Puerto Rican island on the west side. Overlooking South America, 4.3 there, San Antonio de Cobros, as well, 5.3 reported north-south Sandwich Islands. 4.6 here reported in Greece. But pretty quiet across the eastern plate. 4.3 there, India. 4.5, Philippines. Normally we've got a lot of earthquakes in these regions. Very quiet today, very concerning. 4.5 here, but 546 kilometer depth. So another deep earthquake. And we've seen some pretty deep ones over the past 24 hours. So heads up, everybody. Larger, shallower earthquake to follow. Heads up. Just have a plan. Staying aware and prepared with no fear. Hashtag no fear here. And again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in and subscribing. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you don't miss an update. Because I know YouTube likes to not notify over 50,000 followers that I have. That we have together. Do crew. Having a look here, Pacific Disaster Center showing the most recent satellite imagery and as well naming off the most recent volcanoes getting updated today. Fuego in Guatemala, as well Manam, Papua New Guinea, Nevada's De Ruiz in Colombia, Reventador in Ecuador, Sabancaya in Peru, Semisnapochnoi, United States, Karamiski, Russia, Sangay in Ecuador, Krakatoa, Indonesia, Katmai, United States, that is another Alaskan volcano awakening. So that's about 12 volcanoes getting updated today. Stay tuned for the volcanic activity report coming soon. We'll get a full total on all of the active and erupting volcanoes across the planet. Quick look here at satellite imagery across the world, as we've got quite an intense system heading over Canada right now. Flood alerts across Manitoba and now into Saskatchewan with a very large and vigorous low. And if you look across the Pacific Ocean, there's 1, 2, 3 very large lows in the north and as well the south, 2 of them inundating both coasts of Australia. And across the world, these systems are getting bigger. If you've been following along for the past 5 years, as I've been documenting, you can go back and there are some big changes and they are noticeable. Especially here with these large systems penetrating land and looking like a hurricane on land. Look at the size of the system that's heading into Canada right now, bringing snow on the backside to parts of northern Alberta and a lot of rain through Saskatchewan, Manitoba, and a little bit of parts of northern Alberta, but it's turning to snow. These lingering cold temperatures, you gotta wonder what's up. Higher elevations are still experiencing snow. And we've got these northward jet streams from vigorous systems. Look at the size of that thing. Looking at Doppler radar here, showing the 2 systems. One off the coast of Florida, and of course this huge one over Canada, bringing flood alerts, watches for Manitoba, dropping tornado warnings and watches all over the United States, especially through Georgia, Arkansas. But on satellite imagery, this thing looks like a hurricane as it's heading into Canada. That's insane. That very strong system came from the Pacific Ocean over through Colorado and then headed straight north. And not much is going to change here. Looking at the forecast models from Bitchute, it's going to head straight north through Manitoba snow on the backside of it, heading straight into the Hudson Bay. And then we've got a couple more big systems coming into BC coastline, north and south. So heads up everybody, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Short weather forecast here, going to give you a full view of our world and the models for the next few days. Much love everybody, stay aware and prepared, stay young and have fun, and get your daily dew. Bye-bye now. If you enjoyed today's video, please hit that like button, subscribe, share with your friends and family from across the world.